Welcome back to the channel, subscribe if you haven't already. In today's aviation news recap, there is a hidden new aircraft order for Airbus, developments surrounding the Boeing 787 with a leading US airline, and lastly we head to India with the Airbus A350 prominent once more. Let's begin proceedings though with that aircraft order. CMA CGM Cargo is accelerating the process of securing its long-term future and development in key global markets with several fleet adjustments is key. The company has announced an immediate expansion of its fleet by deploying 2 additional Boeing 777-200F aircraft. These planes, which are scheduled for delivery from June 2024, are to be deployed across the Trans-Pacific market. CMA CGM says these will include the likes of Hong Kong, Chicago, and Seoul. The 777F is viewed as a more short-term solution to the ongoing demand increases we're seeing. The second 777F will arrive in the fourth quarter of 2024 with a planned connection to mainland China and North America. CMA CGM notes that their partner Atlas Air will operate the flights. These aircraft will join their existing fleet. All the existing aircraft are based out of their hub at Paris Charles de Gaulle. But the headline story from this is the cargo operator has announced Airbus A350F developments. Initially, you may recall that CMA CGM ordered 4 Airbus A350s. However, now as part of plans to grow, they've identified that their total will be 8. Therefore, we have a new commitment for 4 A350Fs. CMA CGM says these planes will be delivered between 2026 and 2027. With the global coverage, thanks to the type's capabilities, any location right around the world is within reach. The freight company says that while being the launch customer is a fantastic achievement, it believes the aircraft also comes with several noteworthy enhancements that should be talked about. These improvements include a 20% reduction in CO2 emissions compared to competitors, and it also has the adoption of the latest technologies with it. For Airbus, we know that the A350F marks an essential stage in the ongoing development within the freight market that it's attempting to do, as it wants to better compete with Boeing. The American manufacturer has long had a stronghold over Airbus, with not only a better portfolio, but also what is seen as greater reliability and just generally a better product. Airbus hopes that with the introduction of the A350F, this will be their first true entry into the market, and it will directly compete with the upcoming 777-8F, which is expected to debut later this decade, permitting certification. Hawaiian Airlines, meanwhile, has celebrated entering a new era as it formally witnessed the entry into service of its newest flagship, the Boeing 787-9. Departing from Honolulu, the 787-9, which is registered as N781NA, operated with service to San Francisco, acting as really your first intended flight following a first delivery in February. Slowly but surely, you can expect more Boeing 787s to join the network, with the first unit planned at this point to operate daily between Honolulu and San Francisco until May 14. From this point forward, a second 787-9, which is registered as N780NA, will begin Honolulu to Los Angeles flights, and then we'll also see Honolulu to Phoenix one day later from May 15th. The Boeing 787-9's enhanced capabilities are set to greatly benefit the airline as it moves into a new era, where the focus on passenger comfort levels remains incredibly high. Hawaiian Airlines' journey to the Boeing 787, however, was anything but simple, with actually 2 other aircraft ordered before the airline finally settled on the widebody from the American manufacturer. Notably, Hawaiian Airlines had initially committed to the A350-800, the smallest variant of the A350 series that was initially released. However, when Airbus decided to no longer progress with the Dash 800 and move towards offering an A330neo, Hawaiian, like some of your other airline customers, simply followed. But after much deliberation, while the A330neo would, yes, provide a like-for-like replacement to the A330ceo, which has been its high-capacity jet for some time, Hawaiian Airlines believed a switch would better them for the future. Eventually, from this, the airline decided to proceed with the Boeing 787, which now acts as a flagship. It has been a long, drawn-out process. The entry into service marks a moment in time that'll, yes, be forever remembered within the company. The onboard product is an island-inspired design that the airline hopes will evoke a sense of belonging, culture, and also smoothness, with a beauty in the form of its texture. The airline has implemented key lighting such as that of a sunrise and sunset, with 34 suites that'll turn into lie-flat seats. Down towards the back of the aircraft, yes, there'll be 266 Collins Aerospace Aspire seats. These will make up the bulk of the economy class. However, interestingly, 79 of these will act as extra comfort seats. Basically, they'll have more legroom and AC power outlets. The product remains consistent, with ergonomically designed seats that maximize space and comfort. Over to the final story in today's proceedings, Air India is continuously pushing into its new era with the Airbus A350 at the forefront, and now the airline is preparing to debut the aircraft finally on international services. Dubai has been selected as the first international location to be served by the latest addition to the fleet, the A350-900, which will be deployed from May the 1st, 2024 per Live from a Lounge. Operating between Delhi and Dubai will see departure at 8:45 p.m. with an arrival into Dubai at 10:45 p.m. While a first location, it is the expectation that as more A350s are delivered, the aircraft will be deployed towards more markets. The thing is, before most new aircraft, especially a totally new series type, can actually operate on their intended purposed outlined route, if you will, that was designated when they were ordered, there will be the conducting of a familiarization period. The first units from the A350 at Air India, which were put into commercial service in the first 2 months of this year, have been strictly used for domestic operations, this being your familiarization period. Chennai, Mumbai, and others were notable inclusions among other cities, whether this is a wide-body or a new regional aircraft. These familiarization flights allow your cabin crew, pilots, and even ground staff to acclimate themselves to a new aircraft. Over a few months, the familiarization period allows staff to iron out any confusion they may have with the new aircraft and build a formal routine. After the period comes to a close, the aircraft will be deployed on their initially designated short, medium, or long-haul routes, and that is what we're now seeing with the Airbus A350. This aircraft truly brings in a new era for the company, as not only is it a new aircraft type, but it adorns the new Air India livery, a totally revamped cabin, and is the Tata Group's first true investment that we're getting a look into to see what this new era of Air India has. They've still got a lot left to be done before they can completely turn around their fortunes, but do you believe this is a positive step in the right direction? You can let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Thanks a lot for your support here on the channel, it is greatly appreciated. Do take care, do also be safe, and I'll see you same place, same time tomorrow for your latest aviation news.